It says waiting for Papa's basement.
You said that I get to start the show while eating, and I'm going to do that.
Okay, I would like you to, but it just says waiting.
Oh, we're live.
Yep, it's there.
All right, do something
live?
captivating. I'm eating some delicious food. Looks like shit, but it goes down all right.
I'm horny. What?
All right, fuck it.
Mom, this is delicious coffee, Mom. Johnny, you gonna tweet it?
Sure.
Okay. And am I echoing on your end again, or do I need to turn down my?
Just turn it down like to zero,
All the way?
and then just leave.
Okay. There you go, Travis. All the way down. That's good coffee. I want drunk Travis to be on the next show.
Let's get a Twitter poll going. Let's a certain amount of people vote. Then
Let's see. I vote yes, and John voted yes. So that's the end of the story.
What?
We want drunk Travis on next show.
Oh, what the hell?
I don't know if you really want that. I don't think you.
All right. I sent out the link, gentlemen. All right,
Yeah.
we're good. We're doing talk things.
Okay. Are we? Is it on right now?
Oh, we've been live for
right now?
8 to 10 minutes.
Like right
We've
now?
been live.
Like right now?
Right now.
Even all those horrible things you said, they were live on the internet.
No, that I made sure was off air.
No, not you, Travis.
Oh, yeah. Are we going to blame it all on Travis?
Yes.
Well, everyone, this is Papa's Football Podcast. I am your host, John Papagiorgio. I am joined by Brian Bolte. There, jump the hip. And Travis Dorward.
Boo.
Yay!
There we go.
Yay.
Cheering for himself.
Look at my wacky shirt, guys.
Hipster style, beatnik style. Show site pfpod.com. The episodes are supposed to upload there. They used to go there. Right now, they've been going to youtube.com/Papa's Basement because we are doing this as a live video. But Brian, we will do the audio, right? Promise me, Brian.
Yeah, we got to figure
This
it out.
isn't one of those
We're just not that
bullshit
smart.
promises like Leo did with Kate Winslet in Titanic, where he's like, "We're both gonna make it out," and then he's dead as a fucking doornail because she murdered him.
I was gonna say she killed him. There's
She
plenty
did.
of room.
Oh, that door was huge. That was a raft that could have fit. And
We don't know how much weight it could support. So
dude, that was Americans circa 1910, not like us now, or whenever the fuck they died. Like those were thin people, not fat.
what was the
fuck
quality
Americans.
of the wood? What was the quality of the wood?
I ask you that all the time,
There's
Travis.
more questions.
Sturdy bough of English oak. How's that?
It was a girthy wood.
Yeah. So there was a lot going on in the NFL this week. All on the field. Nothing took place outside of the field. Right, guys. Right. It was just all NFL action.
It was just
shit?
wonderful
John-
sports ball.
Guys, don't get political. I don't want to talk anything political. Like
You don't want to
football.
talk politics.
Yeah, so don't talk about football.
Well, I think, yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Well, before we started recording, I think Travis said, like, I don't want to get political, but I think they should know their place. And I thought that was...
I did hear him say that too. It was horrible.
Yeah, it took me a minute to figure out what he was going for. But, yeah, that's cool. We'll get to your opinions in a bit, Travis. Before the whole kneeling thing took over the NFL news, Thursday night, did anyone watch that game?
Drunk Travis did.
Drunk Travis,
And
okay.
he had a grand old time.
The better Travis. The better
Actually,
Travis.
no, I was sober. I forgot. I was sober.
Sounds like
Which
drunk
is
Travis is starting
crazy.
to sneak into sober Travis, or at least the brain cells are dying, so there's now like forgetful
They're becoming one person.
memento
Right.
Travis. Yeah, you're like at the end of the Fly, where just Brundlefly becomes one thing. He's
Yeah,
just-
it's like Spider-Man in Spider-Man 3 when he wears the Venom suit and he keeps wearing it and then it just becomes a... Wait, no, that's not...
Are you in the
not
dance
it.
scene right now, where he's just wearing the black turtleneck? Is that why you did the little beatnik?
Yep,
Okay, it's all coming together.
and I'm drinking coffee.
So Thursday night was, I believe, San Francisco hosting the Rams, right?
Yes, sir.
So it was like the two previous Redskins offensive coordinators duking it out.
Yep.
Yeah. Was it Sean McVay or Scott?
Sean McVay for the Rams
Okay.
and Kyle Shanahan for the 49ers.
There you go. And
they did not disappoint. That was a hell of a
it was
game.
one of those very frustrating affairs. There are two kinds of good games in the NFL. You have the back and forth affairs that aren't really throughout the entire game are close. And so when I jump in like halfway through the second quarter, shit like that, I know, oh, I should stay glued. This looked like a garbage fucking game. And I was more than happy to turn it off. Like, I came in multiple times. San Fran was down by like 2 touchdowns a lot. And I turned it off. And it was one of those can't be good games where out of nowhere, that fourth quarter, they light it up. They barely lose. Recover an onside kick, I think.
Onside kick, yeah. Yeah, it was. It's crazy.
Yeah, on paper, it should have been a terrible game. Normally, all Thursday night games are terrible. And when you get the Rams and Niners, you expect it to be terrible. I actually went, so I was at a stand-up show for the first half. That's how apathetic I was for it. But then
Were you performing?
At Summers? 'Cause
No.
it's Thursday.
No, actually, it was at Lost Rhino, where Sarah Roach was performing. So and it's
Sarah Roach.
Shout out.
Who?
Am I not allowed to say her name? Anyway.
No, who's shit? Fucking with you.
I was just being a dick.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, it was like 8 minutes away from my house, so I was like, fuck it.
Oh, there's comedy out in Ashburn. Like, we don't have to go to DC every fucking time. That's cool.
Now there is. There has
Really?
been.
That's
I
nice.
believe it's like every other Thursday now.
Okay, that's sweet. I can't wait to go there and then go to the legendary Bonefish Grill in Ashburn where people swap wives.
You know of it.
I have heard the junkies used to say that all the time, that people would go to that Bonefish and like key party and fuck each other's chicks. And
Metal Money Lurch hangs out there.
yeah, I mean, I can
if you
only.
If you want to see G. Gruden cheat on his wife, go to Bar Louie in One Loudon. I went
Really?
there once, and he wasn't cheating, but he was not with his wife, and there were a lot of women around. I'm not gonna make any accusations.
No, yeah, God forbid we do anything that get traction here. Would you go so far as to say he was canoodling?
Minor canoodling, yes.
Minor canoodling. Wow. How about
With a smidge of shenanigans.
Oh my! All right, let me
Tomfoolery.
up my questioning just a bit. Did you see him with his dick in anyone's cunt? Thanks, Brian.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay. All right then. It goes from canoodling to cunt fucking. Ugly word, Travis. Why'd you use that?
So bad, Travis.
Yeah.
Horrible person.
So after the Thursday night game, was it Friday night that Trump was having one of his rallies in Alabama, one of the Tiki Torch parties?
Yeah, Friday or Saturday. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was Friday because we had all of Saturday to be like,
all Saturday. Yeah.
oh shit, what's going to happen? So Trump's big thing, I'm not going to get too political here, but I think even if you're a Trump fan, you can kind of admit this. Trump's thing as of now is just to play hard to his base. Like, he's not going to convert anyone. Like, and I know everyone's polarized politically, but him more so than most. So he just has to say the shit that his base wants to hear. And it's like a checklist. And, you know, the perception of the spoiled black athlete, the Colin Kaepernicks and of the world not kneeling during the national anthem before football games, getting to rag on these guys would obviously play incredibly well with his base, and he did it. I think he said something along the lines of like, any owner who has these sons of bitches on their team should fire him or some shit like that, doing the "you're fired," pulling his fucking.
Yeah, you should say "you're fired." He used his
That's so
catchphrase
horrible.
line for
That's
his,
so fucking horrible. That's like how Arnold for his next 8 movies had "I'll Be Back" worked in, except the bad version of it.
Yeah, it was really bad. He had to pull in the "you're fired," but this was a presidential speech.
That's where we're at. That's where we're fucking at.
It was weird time because the whole kneeling thing wasn't that big of an issue anymore.
Not
like,
really.
there was maybe 1 or 2 guys on a couple teams that were still doing it, but You never really heard that much about it, and then
I was being quiet. Why did the fucking mic cut to me while I shovel shit in my face?
What are you eating? I thought you were eating cereal.
No, it's like soy meat with cheese and sauce, and then like a diced fried sweet potato or some crap.
You're a man. You're not supposed to eat soy. Gives you tits.
I don't know. It's easier than building packs.
No, I always forget that you're a vegetarian.
Kind of. Oh.
Well, pescatarian, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but getting back to it, Trump blew the issue up. He clubbed the issue like it was a baby seal. It wasn't that big of a deal anymore. It was kind of going away.
As Travis said,
It's
it was very dead, and a lot of people were open about like, yeah, Kaepernick probably flushed his career down the shitter for it, but no one was really thinking about it.
Like we said before, if Kaepernick was a better quarterback, he went 1-10 his last 11 starts.
With Kaepernick, he's good enough. He's one of the top 64 players in the league. He should by talent be on a team.
He's good enough to be a backup quarterback in the league.
And
he's polarizing now. Nobody wants him. He's not. But if he was good, if he was a very good quarterback, top 10 caliber, someone would.
Well, yeah, obviously.
That's the problem. He's not that good.
Yeah. Right.
I'm on Travis. He's good enough. He should be backing up some jerk off.
He's good enough. But when
that's like with these type of issues, there's always like I love how angry people get about it, and they're just stupid arguments. Like when people say it's not like political or anything, it's just that he's not a good enough quarterback. No, you're an idiot. Yes, he is.
But he's not a good quarterback with the bag.
Right, the talent doesn't meet the bag. Yeah, okay.
Exactly. If he was Aaron Rodgers, people would overlook the owners would overlook it, but he's not.
Aaron Rodgers could jerk off in the fucking original Constitution. Like, that'd be fine.
And he did. Twice.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I would still give away many.
Why isn't the media talking about that?
Yeah, really.
He raw dogged Nancy Reagan yesterday.
Oh my God.
Think about that.
Oh, so much dust up his urethra.
That was a lot of digging. No one cared. Because he's that good.
So
talent equals forgiveness.
No, absolutely.
Ray Lewis. There's a prime example.
Yeah, Ray Lewis.
What when he did you see the meme? For Ray Lewis?
No.
I saw you.
Was it celebrating his stabbing capabilities or what?
Yeah, it was basically, kneeling for the lives of innocent black men, but I take the lives of innocent black men.
I mean, I think that is a very knee-jerk thing that you hear from the right, where it's like, well, if we're so concerned about black people dying, why don't we try to fix Chicago? And it's, I don't know, man. It's one of those deals where it seems much less fixable, and we want to hold the cops to a higher standard than poor, shooty people.
The Bears beat the Steelers. It's fixed. Chicago's fixed.
Oh, score. Okay. Yeah. So this rolls around Saturdays, all sorts of tweets from players on the topic. And I think, I don't know about you guys, but I spent a lot of the day being like, well, shit, what will occur Sunday? Will everyone be kneeling? Like it kind of felt that way, that a lot of players would want to show unity with one another and kneel for, and we should explain this, by the way. Kaepernick started kneeling last year, correct?
Last year. And then the thing, he stopped at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm. So
he did stop. I didn't know he stopped. But yeah, it was at least a year ago he started this.
He knelt during the national anthem and said it was to protest what he thought was like the unfair targeting of black men in this country by police. And if people were going to be treated differently, he just wanted to draw attention to that. And I mean, this is one of those deals where different representations, different constructs, I guess, mean different things to different people. Like, for example, if you have someone who sees the Stanley Cup and doesn't know what the Stanley Cup is, you might take a shit in it if you're drunk, or you might do whatever the fuck to it. It's just a piece of tin to you. But to a hockey guy, the Stanley Cup is this sacred thing. Some people might see the national anthem as this, and the flag as this completely sacrosanct, bit of music and the bit of cloth. And other people might, I guess, hold that in a different regard or think differently of it. And it's It's just weird that we tend to insist that what we think of something is what everyone thinks of it. So it gets really hairy when someone's like, by doing this, you are disrespecting the country and you hate soldiers, and someone else is like, I don't feel that way at all, and the person's like, no, you do. And you just have
John, that's very well put. It really is. And between you and I hate to admit this, the team that I think handled this situation the best was the Cowboys. They went out as a unit with the owner. They kneeled together. Anthem. When the anthem played, they all stood up. So they showed their unity together with the kneeling. But they stood together and linked arms during the anthem, showing the respect for the anthem, which I think deserves. That was beautiful. I don't like the Cowboys. I'm not a big Jerry Jones fan, but the fact they did that was the perfect situation, showing solidarity in the team, the issue at hand, but also respecting the anthem. They did it all in one shebang.
If you want to laugh, by the way, there's footage of Jerry Jones like running to grab a photographer so he can get filmed doing his thing with the team. It's really good. Well, just go on Pro Football Talk.
But I'm sorry. I tried to search today and I'm looking. I saw the Skins had the least amount of people kneeling during it, and I was proud of that. But that showed unity, but it also showed respect to, because the veterans and a lot of the NFL populace, people that love the NFL, also feel that they're being disrespected when they see the players, the millionaire players kneel.
I'll be honest, I'm very shocked when I go to Pro Football Talk, and it seems like a very conservative crowd leaving comments there. And to me, it's just funny when I see a lot of people are like, this is disrespect to the flag, this is disrespect to vets. And then there's multiple vets who are they'll come off and be like, hey man, this is what I fought for. And there's just never a great reply to that. But again, the flag means different things to different people. To me, it represents, I guess the rights and that these people fought for, but that includes protest. So I don't know if anyone was like, yes, I'm actually passionately anti-America. Well, you know what? They get to say that too, I guess. I don't fucking know. I don't care. I thought the one funny thing that did get a huge response was before the game, the Pittsburgh-Chicago Bears game. The entire Steelers team wanted to stay inside during, the anthem to kind of avoid this shit and just chill out in the locker room. And a guy who'd done like 3 tours as a Ranger, who's it? Jonathan Villanueva, I think.
Yes. It's Alejandro Villanueva.
Alejandro, that's right. He's
I bought his jersey today.
Ooh, look at you.
I didn't buy the Steelers one, but just the one. They have one NFLPA with his name and number on it because I respect what he did.
Okay. But he came
and he went out and he apologized to the coach and the team after he did it. But the guy he served 3 tours.
No. That's not quite what. So it was supposed to be him and the team captains together.
Was that it? Okay.
Out. But the captains, like he went out first, and as the captains were going out, the anthem started playing, and they didn't want to keep walking, so they stayed in the tunnel. And he came out and said I'm a little embarrassed that it makes my team look bad that I was alone with it. So yeah,
they could have walked out with him either way. I just respect the guy for what he did, and he stood up for what he thought was right, and that's just as much as the people that didn't go out there had the right not to go out there. Him for doing it, and then he had to go back after the fact, and he apologized to his team and his coach because the coach didn't want them out there.
Well, I think a lot of people were trying to play that like, oh my God, can you believe this? He has to apologize for saying, or holding his hand over his heart during the anthem. And it wasn't that. I mean, people just want to be fucking angry and riled up. And I don't really know why. Like, when did we become such pieces of shit that had to be wound up about everything? I don't know if it's the whole, we can get everything on demand in our lives now. Everything could be Amazoned. We can stream everything on Netflix. And so anything that doesn't fit with what we want, just fucking, we've been infantilized. We're like kids now that scream in the, in our little baby beds in our little rockabye cribs because mommy didn't put her fucking tit in her mouth too fast. Travis, tell us about this.
Tit.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Travis with your
Man.
it's bizarre to me, and if
It
I'm
really
correct in that, it's only going to get worse as shit gets more and more on demand, and Amazon can drone us things in 30 minutes, and we're really going to lose our minds when there are things in our life that we can't. That's already, by the way, why people, I think, are turning from like actual relationships to porn, because actual relationships require people who have to give consent, but porn, we just get that on fucking demand, and we're just becoming jerking off, overeating, Amazon ordering babies that care about the flag.
Some of us.
USA.
USA. So yeah, I guess that's it for the flag talk aspect, but that
was really funny. What we just talked about.
You know what? I've got to say that it wasn't funny, but I really think John kind of nailed it.
Oh, I was very rambling, but I'm happy.
It's hard, but even though you're being rambling, but it's a situation that there's so many angles to take on this. But the problem is there's so many people that can't see the issue through somebody else's eyes.
Yeah,
it's one way and that's it, and that's the problem.
Right.
Like you said, people in this world we're in today, they're wrong. Well, stop and think about somebody else's situation. Stop and think about this person's situation or this person's situation.
Yeah.
I get it from a bunch of different angles. And even John said, I have a buddy of mine that was Special Forces talking about burning the flag. He goes, I fight for the right to do that.
Right.
By the way, anytime I hear Special Forces, I just imagine they're all retarded. Just saying.
He puts his helmet on, and his gun has like a big orange tip on the end of it.
I think that was an Onion article years ago about very Special Forces. But yeah, it's
this guy could kill you with his pinky. I punched him in the face once and made him bleed, and he wiped it off.
And he just laughed.
And said, "You're lucky."
Oh,
he would have killed me. Anyway.
But yeah, when anyone explains shit from their point of view, how they construe it entirely, it's very hard to argue with them. If someone's like, yeah, I'm taking a knee because this is how I can make people pay attention to the fact that black people are disproportionately being shot by cops. Well, if you state it that way and you disagree with that, that's kind of what is going on. And similarly, if someone's like, I truly love this country and I find that very disrespectful, this country. Well, you do find that disrespectful and you do love this country. So the fuck, none of this can really be disagreed with.
Here's my stance. If you disagree with me, you're a fucking idiot. You should kill yourself. That's what I think.
Pretty much, yeah. And then I think Trump has been tweeting a bunch today too, because again, that's kind of what he gets to do for attention. Like, just play kind of pun tensions, especially racial ones. And he was saying all kinds of stuff like the shine should know their place and stuff like that. It was weird, intensely. Nothing laughing. Okay, cool.
Well, it's more sad, because if you think about what's been going on recently, Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory has been just completely destroyed. Mm-hmm. And that's been the biggest complaint for Trump. He's tweeting about the NFL and going to Alabama, yelling about these people should be fired.
Yes.
And we've got a U.S. territory that's 90% destroyed and doesn't have electricity and power, and people are dying. How about focus on that?
And let's be honest, a lot of my favorite porn stars come out of Puerto Rico. So
you love that big rump.
This bigroundandbrown.com, yeah. And a lot of this is like destroying a farm team. Like a couple years from now, I don't know what the fuck I'll be jerking it to. And
all right, you're getting the laughs back, John. I'm sorry, my air conditioning.
Frankly worried.
We're having a heat wave and I have no AC. I apologize for my sweating.
You look like a fucking Southern preacher right now. You're just wiping your brow, preaching brimstone and fire. Okay. All right.
Let me hear it.
So, in actual game news, I didn't on Sunday. I only got to watch the first game and the last game. The first game was the Ravens in London playing the Jaguars. I guess technically a Jaguars home game, right? Do we have to fucking put on this pantomime? I guess that's their home because
pretty much they've played there. I feel like they play there every year.
They
We
have.
gotta do something with the Jaguars. Just send them to London.
They've tried to establish that as their home. I think they played there. This was like the 5th game. I know I've watched like at least 3 of these fucking things. They're the one thing that we have on Brian Bolte over here and his Best Coast bullshit, where their 1 p.m. games start at 10 a.m., meaning that
Awesome.
5:30 p.m. for the Sunday night game typically. So you
can literally watch football all day and not be tired the next day.
No, it's incredible. Like what?
Awesome.
At the latest, we're talking 9:30 for you.
Oh,
the
dude.
Sunday night game's going to wrap up like 9,
awesome.
realistically.
Yeah,
and
9 o'clock.
Yeah, so you get football all day, and then you're like, oh, it's time to watch Vice Principals on HBO or whatever the fuck they're airing. That's getting everyone hooked. The shit that I have to stay up till like 2 a.m. to watch if I don't want spoiled. I mean, Travis has been there. You have to.
Free HBO porn. You gotta.
I'm just saying, it's you have to make your choice. You're either watching Game of Thrones and then missing the game, so you find out, Jon Snow fucked the dragon bitch, like not secondhand.
Yeah, there was a WWE pay-per-view during the Skins game. I had to make a sacrifice there.
Yeah, man.
You watch WWE.
Yeah, dude. Braun Strowman was fighting Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship.
You like to watch big sweaty muscular men hug each other?
Yeah, and I did it in high school too.
Oh,
I was a wrestler.
So you did like actual.
But that's real wrestling, Travis. WWE is microphone wrestling.
I still love it. It's real to me, damn it.
Is Hulk Hogan still in the league? Sorry. Let's go back to football. I apologize.
Brock Lesnar cracks me up because he's literally looks like a fucking beef cow. Like he has so much muscle tissue on him, and yet you can tell he's insecure as shit because he just has a tattoo of a knife on his fucking chest.
Is that the guy that
It's a sword.
It's a sword. Okay, yeah. So he's like, I'm hardcore. I got this. I mean, the guy's all muscle, but that's what he needed. That's what sells that he's a motherfucker.
He's the biggest, toughest man.
Because of the sword tattoo.
Yep. Before I
as well.
No one feared him before the sword.
Yeah, he did some MMA, and then for some reason they had to take out part of his butt pipe, and then he could be punched in his gut like really easily.
Yeah, he's the only one in wrestling who can actually beat someone up.
Do something. Yeah,
do real fighting.
You can tell that I'm actually tougher than Brock Lesnar because I have a tattoo of a gun on my chest, and the gun beats.
I saw your butt tattoo a few minutes ago.
Oh, you mean my pilonidal cysts that I have to get lanced out?
Yeah, it looks like a little heart on the top of your cheeks.
I actually have a tattoo. I have a tattoo of a bottle of Anthrax on my chest. So.
Oh my god! Anthrax does beat Bullet. I love that game of chance. Anthrax, gun, sword. So the Ravens were dismembered. I don't know.
I bet on the Ravens. I put $50 on them.
Of course you did, you fucking mush.
I didn't know it was a London game.
I mean,
would that have really mattered?
Thank you. Exactly. Like you could have learned it was.
I honestly would not have bet on a London game. I wouldn't have bet on it.
Really?
You don't bet on London games. Well, I don't like white people. No, you don't know who's going to deal with jet lag, et cetera, and you don't bet on those
Down
games.
is up. Penises are uncircumcised over there. Who knows what the fuck's going on?
They don't understand kilometers. How many kilometers do I need to get a first down? Or
toilet is a water closet. Is
a meter? How many meters? Yeah, exactly.
Flashlight is a torch. A cigarette's a fag. Yeah, man. You can't.
Hey, you can't.
So it's Travis.
Yeah.
Travis is a cigarette.
Travis is the whole carton. All right. So
one of these years, Jaguars are gonna go back to London, and then they're just not they're gonna say you stay here, you're not allowed to leave, and that's how they're gonna get their London.
They're just gonna revoke visas for passports.
You are now the London Jaguars.
I mean, I think everyone believes that they're the team angling for it. And I think the Rams, right, are now on the same shit duty of one game a year there.
Oh, I thought you said they were going to move there. I don't know. I don't know the London schedule this year, but
it's next
week. Rams this upcoming weekend. Ooh. But I like these Sunday games because they're the one thing Brian can't participate in. The whole West Coast gets to miss out on this shit. So if the games get better...
Oh, John, you're so wrong. I'm up during that. It's even better for me.
Yeah,
so
what
when I have to
time,
get up
what
with my
time was it
children,
for you guys?
I believe at 8 o'clock the game started.
Fuck no, 6:30. They're 9:30 over
Was
It's
it
here.
9:30 for us.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Okay. I apologize. Then I didn't
Apology
watch the
unaccepted.
game, but
Yeah.
I saw that on my fantasy football feed that it had
You're
started.
worse than a black taking
I
a
don't
knee,
want to talk
Brian.
about fantasy football.
I know you don't want to, Travis, because you're horrible.
I like that little on the flyer. It took me like the third.
John,
Yeah,
can I tell you a secret?
sure.
Travis started 2 New England running backs. And
Why?
saved
I don't
them.
understand why that's. If I would have done that last week, you would have thought I was a genius.
No, I wouldn't. I would still call you an idiot.
They both
You
scored like
scored-
13 points last week.
This week
Randall
they
Cobb
didn't.
was hurt. I
You scored
defend
90
that.
points.
Travis, move the mic toward your mouth. You sound like you're in Bin Laden's cave right now.
You made fun of me for benching, for starting Chris Hogan week 1, and then I benched him.
Oh,
I think-
what was my-
Your criticisms of me are inconsistent,
you were
sir.
so
I'm worried
bad.
that Travis's headphone mic is what's actually picking up his audio. Oh,
Is
well.
that what the audio
Oh shit! Is that a possibility?
Travis,
It's
Travis,
a possibility.
it's the setting. Hold on. Travis's mom, can you come in, please?
Yeah.
It's a
Fix your little
second
voice
button.
headphones.
I just call her
I
IT.
think Mom,
So the Ravens, that was an incredible loss.
I'm not done making fun of Travis.
For the fantasy? I thought we were going to do an entire segment on you shitting on his fantasy stuff.
Okay, I thought we were doing that. It's okay.
No, we can.
No, there's no time in the show to make fun of Travis.
No.
No.
Executive decision. Producer Travis has made that call. So I got to see the Ravens get crushed, which Travis and Brian, you're both DC boys like me, although Brian has since moved. Have we ever really like codified our overall take on the Ravens? Like they came along, Travis, you've been pretty much not alive without the Ravens. You were like 8 or some shit when they were founded, right?
The Browns became the Ravens in like 96, right? Yeah,
That was 99. Was it 96? Was it that early?
it was 96 because their first year, that's when they drafted Ray Lewis and Jonathan Ogden.
Okay.
That was 96, I believe.
Okay.
That was the first year
Well,
Ray
yeah.
Lewis killed somebody.
What?
He
What's
was
that?
making a Ray Lewis murder joke.
Anyway, but yeah, Ravens have been pretty much good my entire life, except
They've been
for
very consistent. Yeah.
You're there, here and there.
They have the elite Joe Flacco. Of course, they're good.
Yes. Overall, what do
Is he
you?
elite though?
Are they your AFC team?
For me,
For all
No.
of us.
Titans are
I'm,
my AFC team. If I were to pick if the Redskins all like just stop being a franchise, I think Titans would probably be my team.
Really?
I'm a
Yeah.
Chargers fan.
Because
Oh,
I got some Tennessee roots,
Okay.
and I just like the team. I like how they're built right now. I like Mariota. Speaking of, did you see the fight in that game?
I
Titans
did not.
Seahawks.
What happened?
So Mariota got hit by Richard Sherman out of bounds, and Taylor Lewan, Titans left tackle, just fucking bolted over. And they had like a whole. You don't see many football fights nowadays, but there was a big scrum, and they had to get pulled apart.
If
But
I
yeah.
had to football fight someone, it would be Richard Sherman. He's wiry. Those wiry guys.
That's a good question. Who would I? What NFL player would I fight?
No kickers.
Cole,
no
Cole
punters.
Beasley. Cole Beasley.
Colt Beasley, yeah.
Really?
Cole Beasley's little.
Eli
Danny
Manning
Amendola.
might be up there.
That huge forehead can take punches for days.
Danny Woodhead.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah, Danny Woodhead.
Danny Woodhead's tiny. But no, Cole Beasley. Brian wins.
Amendola, maybe.
Yeah, because he'd break.
I'll say
He just
Eli
punches
right
his
now
shoulder.
until I think of someone else.
Eli, he can throw. One hard punch and you're out.
He can't throw anything. Have you seen him play now?
He can land a punch. to your face.
Someone else would catch the punch in their face.
Uh, I see what you did there. I missed the 1 and 4 p.m. games because I went to see the Orioles actually for their home finale. I don't know if you guys have done Camden Yards lately.
Way to make it back. That's impressive.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for rubbing in, John, because I can't go there.
No, you can't. I can. It's got crab on everything. There's crab on French fries. They sell literally a cone of bread filled with macaroni and cheese and crab meat. So Maryland does its shit right, man. I'm sorry.
Sounds delicious.
I'm much more an Orioles guy than I'll ever be a Nats guy. I have an affinity. I have an affinity for Baltimore. I kind of cut myself off there, but I would say the Ravens are my AFC team, but it's very low an investment compared to the Redskins. Like when they get smashed, I laugh. And I think if you truly like a team, that shouldn't be your reaction. So like when they're winning, I'm on board, but if they lose, I like that too. It's kind of win-win with them. I like it.
I hate the Redskins. Really? I don't really consider
strongly
them a
dislike.
rival.
They're not a rival. I just don't like them. F them.
I don't think they're that much of a rival. Fair. What, we play them in preseason most years?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
then every 4 years on the regular schedule.
Yeah, and occasionally you get them for a strength of schedule matchup. Or no, strength of schedules. The two strength of schedules are always in your conference, right?
You play a AFC conference, a different one every year. So that means you play one. Like you would play the AFC North every 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then strength of schedule. Let's say you finished third last year, you would play all the third place teams in your own conference. And then you also play a rotating division in your own conference. And then obviously you play your own division.
Okay, so the two strength of schedules are then, you're saying the two divisions you didn't play in your conference.
For the strength of schedule, well,
okay. So let's just say
this talk is giving me a boner.
I know. Okay, you're the Redskins.
Right.
You got to play the NFC East, the other 3 teams twice. So that's 6 of your games. You then, let's say we're playing the NFC North this year. That's 4 of your games. Let's say we're doing the AFC South this year. That's 4 of your games. You have 2 games left. Let's say the Skins finished first in the division last year. Are you saying...
You said NFC North would be the fake or the hypothetical division. So since you're already playing that division, that doesn't really matter. So the other 2 games would come from the first place
NFC
team.
South and West?
From that, yes.
Interesting. Okay, I didn't know it was locked in that manner. That's cool.
Yeah, there is an actual system. They don't just say, fuck it.
For the final 2, yeah, I knew that. I didn't know if it was like from the entire NFL or what, or if it had to be.
Why do we play the Dolphins 3 times? Because fuck you, that's why.
Well, that explained why for so many goddamn years that you had those Brady on Manning matchups because they were
always finishing first.
They're going first, yeah.
I always finish first.
I miss those. Heyo.
So
I'm trying to get it back to funny. You guys are killing me.
That is the most extended rules jerk off I've ever done on the show, and I don't care. I was curious.
All these politics have drained my funny. I have no soul now.
Yeah, thanks, Trump, you cock. Damn it.
Yeah.
So,
Travis.
Brian.
How old is your mom?
Old enough for you to shut up.
Is she cute?
Fuck you, dude. You know what? No.
I was just curious. Would she make me a pot of coffee?
Ma'am.
Is your dad alive? Sorry.
I better not go down this route. I apologize, Travis. I was just curious. I was thinking, you're could be my son.
How am I supposed to answer that?
Do you want a new dad?
Nah, I like my dad. He buys beer that I steal sometimes.
Okay.
If I drank all your Mountain Dew, would you get mad?
How's he supposed to stay up all night and play World of Warcraft? Okay, I apologize. We'll move on. I won't do this.
You know what I've been doing all night? I've been playing my GM mode in like Madden, and you're gonna get mad at me. I'm currently the Eagles, but it's not my fault. I got fired from. So when I started this, I started with the Jets, but I got fired after my last year because we went 6-10. Then I was on the Bucks for 5 years, got fired, and then the only team that wanted me was the Eagles. So
what the fuck are you talking about?
For Madden.
I haven't done Madden since the 90s.
I love Madden, but I haven't done since like 2013, where you played online against each other, and I was always the Redskins. I remember I was Rex Grossman. That's how long it's been since I played.
I bought one Madden, and that was for the fucking Super Nintendo, and it was the year after the Skins won the Super Bowl, so I could play that team over and over. And that's it. That's where it ends for me.
See,
speaking of Redskins, actually looked good this week, which I don't know how I feel. They did not look like the Skins I grew up with.
Well, did anyone watch the fucking slate of games, the 1 and the 4? There were, it looks like, insanely close games. I was livid. I missed this shit. The Colts beat the Browns by 3. The Giants lose to the Eagles by 3, scoring all 24 of their points, the Giants did, in the fourth quarter.
I love how there's all these people saying, I'm boycotting the NFL, and then this was absolutely the worst week to boycott the NFL.
You are a fucking mark if you missed this week's slate. Like, you should have come in trying to see what each team did, if anyone was, like, wiping their ass with the flag or lighting it on fire, things like that. You know, man's protest. You had the
I have a theory that everyone who said they were protesting secretly watched.
Why would you not? Your viewing does nothing. Like, do people not grasp that if you don't have an actual ratings box hooked up, they don't know what the fuck you're doing?
They still do that. I don't think they can do that anymore.
Do they not? Is it digital now and they can actually trace it? I'm a fucking idiot.
I think they can trace it to the point that they even know what you're DVRing.
That I know they can. So yeah, fuck my stupid face then.
I would love to fuck your
Do these
stupid
people
face.
really think that there will ever come a point where so many people are protesting watching the NFL that the NFL will say, all right, guys, you have to not take a knee anymore?
Yeah, you know what? We will bring out the
You're
bull whips and
stupid
make them pick cotton again. Fuck them. We'll show them who's boss. You're right. We can get into that another episode that we can tank. Broncos, did you guys watch this?
Brian lost money. Brian lost
Mother,
money.
and I apologize.
So apparently, was it Von Miller, like, did a fake I'm reaching to pick up a friend, like a dude on the Bills, and then pulls back his hand. They're both laughing about it, and they called an unsportsmanlike on it, even though this, I guess, was
I didn't see that.
Like a dude he played with in college. Oh, this is like what cost them the fucking game. Yeah, it would be like if you and I, like Brian, were talking about trying to fuck your mom, for example, and then someone walked in and was like, no, this is profane and violent, and Brian had to, he would have to say, he's my friend, and friends talk about fucking each other's moms. This is what friends do in America.
Yeah, Travis.
Yeah, exactly, Travis. I wish you knew what friendship meant.
You guys aren't my friends. You're my colleagues.
Well, sorry, Travis, I'll fuck your mom. Now we're friends. That's how that works.
You know what? The thing is, don't say you'll fuck my mom. I want you to make love to her. All right?
Travis, I started your comedy career. I want to fuck her. Bow.
All right. The clap is what sold it.
I apologize, Travis.
Clap
I
out.
don't mean anything I say on the show. I love you.
I tolerate you.
He doesn't like us anymore. So then we've got.
Can I just chime in real quick with the Broncos game?
Yeah.
That was my lock of the week last week. I
it?
apologize to anyone that listened to me. I put $100 on the Broncos. I put them in my teaser. I put them in my parlay. The only reason I lost all that stuff is because of that Broncos game. And I was at the bowling alley with my 3-year-old at the arcade watching the game while he was playing at the arcade, just screaming. What is going? The Bills are horrible. Denver has a defense. Why are they getting lit up?
Wait, were you screaming? Your kid was screaming.
I was.
Okay. The kid was
Well, he
like,
was
calm down, Dad. You are embarrassing me.
Dad, go get a beer. Calm down. No, it was horrible. The reasons I love football is gambling and fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Other than you guys actually sit down and enjoy the game, I bet on games and I bet on fantasy.
No, you do the big boy thing, whereas I like to just watch and then pause it and watch Netflix for a bit and eat and look at porn and then go back to football. I keep it lighthearted.
I like how the jerseys look.
Yeah, they have pretty colors.
I like the Bengals and the Miami Dolphins because their jerseys are pretty.
Okay.
But other than that,
quarterbacks are handsome. I like handsome football people.
You've never seen Eli Manning, have you?
Or Ben Roethlisberger.
Nah.
Watch out for him. He rapes people.
This is true.
Breaking news.
Real quick. We're going to get through the bet segment because this is for the big boys that like to bet.
Sure.
I lost for Baltimore and Denver. I bet 100 on Denver and I bet 50 on Baltimore.
Oh, dear.
I won with the Saints and Cowboys. I bet 25 on each of those games.
You are a retard.
Exactly. Rule number 4 of betting. When you pick your teams, bet the same amount. Don't get crazy. I shouldn't have done that. I really did think I was considering betting $1,000 on the Denver game. I'm glad I didn't do it.
Jesus.
You know how you can keep yourself from losing money next week?
Kill myself?
Yeah, there you go. I wasn't gonna say it. I thought it would. I felt bad about saying it so many times, but then with all the mom stuff, no, fuck it.
I was going to say make love to Travis's mom and then charge her. And you're all set.
And then charge her?
Yeah, charge her.
But that all being said, this is real quick. This is our advertisement for the week. I signed up for, we talked about mybookie.ag.
Mm-hmm.
I did a $250 deposit. They gave me $250 in free play. Now, I was so positive that I was going to win the Denver game. I used my $100 real money bet on the Denver game. I did the free play with the rest. You can check my Twitter if you want to see the pictures. But if you guys want to bet with me next week, I'll post my stuff on Twitter.
I'll start an account. Fuck it. If they really give you that much free money, what the hell?
Up to $1,000, they'll match it.
That's sweet.
But guess what you got to do? John, what do you got to do?
Show your ball sack.
Use promo code PAPA10.
Oh, PAPA10?
Yes. If you do PAPA10, normally they'll give you up to $100 just for signing up. But use PAPA10. If you decide like me, I did $250, they match you $250 free play.
That's incredible. That's actually no bullshit. I know they're a sponsor and stuff, but that's really fucking good.
It's the reason we did it.
It's free money. It's literal free money.
We talked about that other site before and after you and I discussed it.
Yeah.
The best free money was, and I'm going to need it the way I bet because I'm already down.
Yeah.
My account literally shows I have $99 in change.
No, they're smart. I mean, you're a fool and you'll be out of the free money in no time, but I think I could found an empire.
Well, I thought I could too, but if you just enjoy the game is that much more enjoyable if you have $50 riding on it. And if it's $50 that didn't come out of your pocket,
I could enjoy
even
that
better.
part. Yeah. My money, I'd be terrified, but free money, yes, I can do free money.
I almost set up an account this week, but then I thought I held off for whatever reason. I would have lost a ton of money this week. I would have lost like all my money.
Were you setting up an account on makelovetomymom.com.ag? I didn't like that.
Use promo code I will murder you.
Promo code love not fuck.
That should be a hashtag.
I love John so much. He goes with the bit. It's a bit, Travis. Until I don't know. How old is your mom?
See, you make it so real.
40-ish?
30 years old.
30 years young.
Do that math.
Can she do the? Can she do the show with us next time?
I'll see what she's doing, and well, she's always cooking for me, and
making you coffee.
If she's not too busy doing my bidding.
I have a mic'd speculum cam we can use.
All right, go to the next one. You're
Sure.
gonna make me cry laughing.
So I'm just gonna go game to game to game. We had Broncos at Bills, which had a really, like I said, the very odd personal, I don't know, whatever the fuck. He did a bad thing, Von Miller. Unsportsmanlike conduct. That cost the Bronx the game, quite possibly.
And Brian lost money. I want to emphasize that point. Brian
did lose a lot of money. And all joking aside, was angrily tweeting about it.
I was so pissed. I honestly thought, like, literally I could print money off of that.
The Saints wound up crushing the Panthers. Cam Newton has been off for like over a year now. People are trying to figure out what the fuck's going on there. If it's just
I won on that one.
You did win there. Well, I would not have bet that. So I'll give you that. Steelers at Bears. They went to overtime with the Bears with a shocking upset. Falcons beating the Lions. Again, a weird situation where I think the Lions had some sort of penalty that caused a 10-second runoff, and that was the game when they were.
I believe you're correct.
Yeah, they were.
It was way too close game for a Lions Falcons matchup.
The Lions have been balling the fuck out, man.
Exactly. But if you look at the stats, none of their stars did anything on the Detroit side of the ball. Stafford's really spreading it out.
They don't really have stars, though. I mean, Golden Tate's not I don't want to consider a star.
What about the Barry Sanders and the Megatron?
You got me.
And that guy who was
Charlie Sims.
I will never feel like a bigger piece of shit. This is when my childhood innocence died. Travis, you were not alive for this, but Brian will remember this. When the Skins won their last Super Bowl,
I was 30.
The Lions. Travis's mom was too. The Lions had like an offensive lineman, I think, who got paralyzed that season, and they were doing the whole like we're playing for him. Yeah, God, what was his fucking name? I want to say it was Dennis Bird.
His name was Old Legs Don't Work.
No, that was just on my fake Lions jersey.
Leggy McNowork.
God, we're such pieces of shit. I hate us right now.
Paralyzed Lions player, Mike Utley. So Mike Utley gets paralyzed, and they're doing the whole like, we're dedicating this to Mike, man. And I just remember as a kid being like, oh, see, I like them, and you're going to have to lose. And Mike's going to have lost his legs for nothing for me to be happy. And that's what I want. And yeah, that was when I realized, like, if it's for me, I don't give a fuck. I want it. I didn't care about that little kid in Detroit who saw Mike Utley go gimpy. And I didn't. I wanted to see Mark Rippon and Art Monk, the fun bunch. The fun bunch. I wanted to see them get touchdowns and do silly dances. And you know what? It was worth it. I don't give a shit.
You know who can't do silly dances? Mike Utley.
Oh. Well, I mean,
because he's paralyzed.
I know. You stick like a 9-volt up to his back, and his legs will kind of flail. But yeah, poor Mike.
Such pieces of shit.
Poor Mike. I mean, the team arranged to have him paralyzed before the season started to motivate them, and it still came up short because Mark Rippon was that fucking good. Mark the Ripper, baby. So, back to the games. Poor Mike Utley. I think that's what we wanted to walk away with here. Just an appreciation for how futile Mike and his stupid gesture was. Texans.
Mike can't ride a bike. What? Right, this is crossing the line. This is
exactly.
No, let's say all the bad things about Travis's mom, but when it comes to a paralyzed former Lions lineman,
that's another thing Mike Utley can't do is make love to Travis's mom.
Or can he?
It's true. They give him shots now, I think, and then it just kind of sits
my mom's a nice lady. She would do all the work.
She would be whacking him with one hand, pouring the coffee with the other.
I didn't read. Sweet. Did I retweet this link? I need to probably unretweet it.
Right, I should. Oh, that's right. She's on every once in a while. She chimes in.
Oh no! I'm sure you're a lovely lady, Travis, mom.
I'm crying.
Texans
actually,
lose by 3.
My biggest fear is that she's going to watch the show and be like, "I really like that episode. I like that. I like everything they said."
I get so much dick.
Ask her if she likes sweaty Irishmen.
Oh God.
See, no, John, you always get mad at me about not promoting the show. I wonder why I don't always promote it as much as I can.
Travis' mom has got it going.
I'll get grounded, guys.
Why don't you just put your mom's eyes out so you can tweet this freely? All right, let's do that. If you truly cared. Chiefs go up. They are now 3-0, as the Falcons are as well. The only 2 unbeatens by week 3. I think last year there was something like 5 unbeatens week 3. We're down to 2 already. which is kind of nuts. And the real story of the week, fuck all the kneeling talk, it was the Redskins dismembering the Raiders Sunday night.
Crazy, right?
I mean, I'll say this right now, and no one can argue with this. Remember how earlier in the show I said everyone has different perceptions of shit and it's all right? That's fucking wrong. The Redskins had the most complete performance I've ever seen in prime time. I think someone had said
amazing
in prime time during the Snyder years, they're 6-6. I'm sorry, not prime time. Sunday night games, they're 6-6, and outside of that, they're 1-7. So Monday night games and Thursday night games, they're fucking hot garbage. I didn't even realize they were that passable on Sunday night. I'll be honest, every primetime memory I can think of the Skins is them just getting ass fucked. Like, what was that goddamn Mike Vick game where, like, play number 1, he hangs like
we don't
an 80.
talk about that.
Oh, my God. That was horrible when Deshaun just gets, I think it was like 100.
Mike Vick kills dogs.
Oh, yeah. But he also makes love to Travis's mom, so. And to Mike Utley. So
Travis is never doing the show again.
The Redskins turned in an incredible performance defense-wise. Offense was the best it's looked at the first 3 games we've seen. Raiders were stomped. Derek Carr, I tweeted this, but he looks like a juggalo without the makeup. Like, he looks like the most Michigan white trash guy you've ever seen. Like,
That's fair.
Derek Carr looks like he should be selling like his mixtape out of his trunk. He is a fucking white trash looking Midwestern dude. But I was expecting the Redskins to die a horrible death, and instead they were incredible. I mean, I think the Raiders didn't cross 100 yards till their final drive, which was like
100 and change total.
It was like 127, and something like 35 were on a final drive in the last 90 seconds where the Redskins were like, we don't give a fuck. This is so dumb.
In garbage time is the only reason they got over 100 yards. It's crazy. All that stuff that Travis taught Allen just really worked. And
You're welcome.
Our defense is like, you're the man, Travis. Thank you for teaching that shit. Our defense is like a bag of shit.
Your best friend in high school, Jonathan Allen, your young Padawan who you taught all of your defensive tricks to.
Yep.
The guy used to wash his back, in the shower. Thank you for doing that, because he looked great. That was an amazing game for our defense and our offense. Cousins was like 25 for 30. Something crazy.
No, and that first round pick they had last year, Josh Doxson, I think got
he
his
finally
first
did something.
Touch. My God, that guy did shit all last year.
1 catch and
52
1
yards. Touchdown.
That was his day. I'm sorry. Good. I'm glad he got a touchdown. But that was his day.
Oh, it reeks of this guy will never do anything again. Like, we'll remember this one fucking play he had.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I guess
we're gonna have a statue of just Josh Doxson
making that one catch. That'll just be there.
Josh, remember that time you got a catch and it was for a touchdown? Great.
I mean, are you complaining about it?
No, I am complaining about it. Fuck him, because he's done nothing. He's done nothing but go, oh, my legs hurt. I don't think I can practice play.
Hey, Brian, the journey of a million miles starts with 1 step. So
I was gonna say, I thought I started with your mom. I'm glad you said it was 1 step.
Starts with making love to her, though, not having sex.
All right, we're gonna stop. That joke's over. Travis is getting mad.
I'm gonna have terrible, disgusting sex with both of your mothers.
Oh, God, it would be terrible. My mom's 70, dude. Bring a bucket of lube.
Mine's even
It won't
older.
even be good. It won't be good. She'll get nothing from it. She'll get
You'll just
nothing.
be done in 30 seconds. Too much friction.
And she's Scottish.
And then I'll say I'm gonna call her back, but then I'm not.
You won't even be able to understand what she's saying because of her accent. You're gonna hate it.
Wait, is your mom actually from the old country?
Especially when my penis is in her mouth.
Wait, I didn't know this. Brian, your mom is actually like from Potato Land?
Not Irish, Scotland. She's fresh off the boat.
Okay.
She's Scottish. You can't tell.
Too funny.
Yeah, no shit.
Now Travis will have to make love to her.
It's not gonna be love. It's
fair is fair, dude. I'll do yours, you do mine. We'll high five during it.
Oh no, they're gonna be in bed together.
Yeah, of course.
I can't do that. Mine would just criticize my technique. You're getting that all wrong.
John, your stroke game is weak.
Horrible. That lady's not gonna come.
And she was married to a Greek man, so you know what she likes.
Oh yeah. Just exactly like
Play for days.
she likes that thing looking like Soldier Field after a typhoon has come through.
I don't like where we're getting to, guys.
Just a running affair. Just each
What, you don't like
hanging.
where we're getting? You started this. You put us in this place.
Well, you're the one with the young mom. I was just interested. God.
The 21-year-old mom. Yeah.
I bet you she's like 40 something.
I don't know.
She's 17. You're a pedophile.
Oh, disgusting.
I'm a pedophile because I like you.
This is a John Connor situation. She went back in time to get knocked
what?
up.
You know what? Here's this
No.
picture.
Oh, don't do it, Travis!
No.
Oh,
Oh, no. Now we're not friends.
Travis.
Oh.
Travis. I'm sorry, Travis.
I'm gonna hang out with the gimp. That's it.
Oh.
Here. I'm gonna change this.
He's just drawing a new picture that
Damn it.
says "my mom," and then he's putting the gimp behind it.
You know what? Hey, John.
Yes.
Hashtag
You need to
Team
write
Chris.
John's
Team
mom.
Chris, baby.
What happened?
Team Chris.
Team Chris.
I'm all in now. It was a joke. I'm all in.
That hurts.
I've signed a 7-year contract. Team Chris, baby.
We're now doing a show for us.
You know, just
No
just
one
for that,
else.
I'm fucking her now. No making love. Fucking. All right, real quick run through of the games to come. Is that and then we'll go.
We can't talk about our fantasy football expert.
No, do your fantasy bit, sir.
I don't know. Travis is the fantasy football expert. I was wondering if he wanted to tell you
You
guys.
both play fantasy.
I'm a genius.
All right, let's run down Travis's picks for this week and see why he's so good at fantasy football. Hold on. Week 3, I think he scored 90 points. Is that in the realm of possibility?
For this past week?
92 points.
Yeah.
Travis started White and Jaleel. He started to.
It's Gillisley, idiot.
Gillisley. It doesn't matter. You don't.
Tell me why that logic's poor.
Guess how many New England players I have on my team?
None, probably.
Exactly. You don't fuck with New England players because it's a crapshoot every week. You're not going to get your points.
Wait,
You started
were the two
two
running backs
New
you
England
started
running
White,
backs.
you said?
One
White
got
and Gilson.
3.3 points. The other got 3.1 points.
The past 2
let's
weeks
see what
they
this
did
is
well.
wrong.
I don't understand what's poor about that logic.
New England does something different every week. You're not sure what they're going to do. You don't start New England running backs
okay,
at
look
all.
at my bench. Look at my bench. I would have started Cobb if he wasn't hurt. I could have started Hogan. That's still going against.
Once
same
again,
logic.
you shouldn't even have if you don't draft New England people, you don't even have them as an option.
It just didn't work out this week. It's going to work out.
It didn't work out this week.
Yeah.
Let's see. You benched Dalton. He finally did something. But Smith, that was a good play. Thomas,
Rob Kelly's hurt. Yeah, exactly. So Rob Kelly was hurt.
But Rob Kelly's a flex at best.
That's what I'm saying.
Your team's horrible. It really is. Who was your first? Don't say my team's horrible. My team's wonderful. I'm 3-0. Dude,
Melvin Gordon was my first, and Michael Thomas was my second.
Thomas was your second?
Wait, you're not a virgin anymore? Sorry.
Sorry, John. I know this isn't interesting to you. It's super hilarious to me. Let's go see what my team
no, we're down to zeros. No, nothing. I didn't say that. We're not down to zero.
Once Travis Kelce starts picking it back up.
How did Kelce do for you this week?
Kelsey's injured. Kelsey's out for a couple weeks.
How did he do for you this week?
I'm not even saying that to fuck with you.
And
Travis, all joking aside, look that up. I think Travis Kelce got fucked up and is out for a couple weeks. So
I don't think that's true, actually.
Okay, look it up. I think I saw something to that effect, but I could be wrong.
0.6 points.
What you're thinking of is that you hurt Travis's feelings.
No, I didn't do that.
I didn't mean to hurt Travis's feelings.
Yeah. Let's run through this, guys. We've been doing it. show
Let's
for
go.
90 to 100 minutes already.
Okay, let's end it. Let's go.
All right, Thursday night, Bears at Packers. The Bears suck. The Packers are good. Packers will win. Then you have your whole 1 p.m. slate. God, what's interesting there? Titans at Texans. Texans are bad as always with, the fucking, who's their guy? Sean Watson.
With Sean Watson. They almost
Yeah.
beat the Patriots.
They did. I mean, I guess he's doing all right, but until that's cemented,
They did well.
we get to laugh and say that they don't have a QB and they will always suck. Panthers at Patriots. I'll do anything to see the
Pats.
Patriots lose. They probably won't. Yeah, Pats will win. Lions.
Panthers getting 9, guys. Who'd you take?
Patriots still. I think Panthers are really fucked.
I
I'm not
won't. Yeah, no, I won't take the spread on that.
Don't bet on that one.
Yeah.
Lions at Vikings sounds amazing. I can't wait to illegally watch that. Bills at Falcons. If the Bills win that, that's a fucking miracle. Steelers at
Bills
Ravens.
Bills aren't bad. Bills aren't bad.
They are bad.
I mean, they kind of are, but they're still winning. So what the fuck do I know? Steelers at Ravens. Again, another 1 p.m. game. This was like one of those marquee matchups a couple years ago. You guys remember that? When was that? Was that like 4 years ago at this point? 5 years ago?
Around 2010-ish.
Yeah, Steelers at Ravens or Ravens at Steelers was like going to be this, everyone going on about, these blue collar lunch pail teams. Fuck you. Everyone, like players and teams take on the characteristics of their fucking city. It's such a dumb theory. But they were good games. Those teams genuinely hated each other. So that was kind of magic. Bengals at Browns. 2 0-3 teams. Don't you fucking love it when one shit team is guaranteed to get its win? You got to go Browns, right?
Bengals at
No,
Browns?
I want to.
After
I
last
want
week,
to.
Go Bengals. Last week, the Bengals looked legit.
I did not see
Bengals are
that.
starting to figure it out. I would take Bengals in that. I'm rooting for the Browns, but
Bengals are laying 3. Browns are home.
I mean, I want the Browns to do it. Is there anyone in the NFL fandom in general who's a big enough piece of shit, even if you are an AFC North guy, to root against the Browns? Because, I would love to see them do something.
no, absolutely. Everyone wants a lot of people.
In my heart, I want the Browns to win, but actually, the Bengals are going to win. And they're going to cover. They're going to cover 3 points.
My pick for the 1 p.m. game, Rams at Cowboys. I'm dying to see that. 4 p.m. slate.
What's the spread? What's the spread on that?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Give me spread.
The Cowboys are laying 7.
Jeez.
It's another one that makes it hard. It's hard to bet on that one.
I would go with
I wouldn't
Rams.
take that.
I would go with Rams.
Would you? I would just let it be. This week's a really tough week, guys.
I'm going to go with the Rams blowing them out of the water. You heard it here first.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, what the fuck? You get to say dumb shit on a show. It's great. There's zero accountability.
Except when I put extra money on it.
Yeah, you kind of remember, but I get to do whatever. Eagles at Chargers. Chargers are 0-3. They are in such a fucking quagmire, giggity, that I wouldn't be shocked if the Chargers went something like 2-14. They have zero home advantage. I think this previous week the Chiefs came to town and they didn't announce the Chargers at fucking home, quote unquote home, because they knew they had more Chiefs fans in the stadium than they had Chargers fans, and they were afraid their men would get booed. That's how fucked up their situation is. Giants at Bucks. I guess this will be the first time I watch the Bucks. Giants are kind of in free fall. I'm loving it. 49ers at Cards could be good. Raiders at Broncos. That would have been a good game. Or
they always play each other. They play up to each other. That'd be a good game.
Yeah, I mean it's in their fucking division, and it's what's funny. Had the Raiders and the Broncos both won last week, it would have been the first time that 3 teams in a division started off 3-0, but they shit the bed.
Yeah, before last week, before this past week, I think you could have at least made the argument that AFC West had the best 3 teams in the AFC, but
yes, those 3 teams I mentioned all came out swinging like motherfuckers, and then I did not get to watch the Broncos. The Raiders looked pathetic, and for once I don't get to be deprecating about the Skins and say like the team that played them was just horrible in order to lose. The Skins looked actively good. That's a rare thing to get to say.
They look the best since 2012. I mean,
I have never seen Skins play that well, like I said, since I've had pubes.
Hey, can I ask you a serious question? Because I need it for
Sure.
Do you think the Skins will continue to play like that?
No.
Okay. What if you got?
I'm cautiously optimistic.
Very quick answer on that one.
Okay. What if you
play
got?
the cheat?
What if you got 7 points? The Redskins are getting
the
7
Chiefs?
points against the Chiefs. Now, the Chiefs are at home, but they're
Yeah.
getting 7 points.
Mm.
Because these are my two teams I'm looking at very hard this week. If you bet on the Colts, you get 13 points against the Seahawks. If you bet on the Skins, you're getting a touchdown and an extra point against the Chiefs.
So yeah, these are, by the way, our two final games, the two primetime contests left. You have Colts at Seahawks. That's going to be your 8:30 p.m. Sunday night game, NBC. Redskins at Chiefs, your 8:30 p.m. ESPN game Monday.
Are you asking which one I would rather take?
Yeah, tell me which one you would not. Just tell me if it was your money, you're making a bet. Which one would you take?
God.
Colts.
Who the fuck is under center for the Colts? Like, I know Luck is out.
Jacoby Brissett.
Brissett, and he looked good. He looked really good last week.
He actually looks. He looks like a starting
competent. They got he was the dude from New England, right? He was like third in the rotation last year when Brady was gone.
Yes.
Hey, you know what? I think it could really be falling apart.
And also, the Seahawks just might not be as. I don't think they're that good.
I'm with Travis. I think it's legit falling apart for them.
I don't think it's just the past year or two. They always start off kind of shitty and then they figure it out at the end of the season. So I think they're doing that kind of the same thing as. I think they're still a playoff team, but right now they just got to figure. I mean, Russell Wilson went off, but
I think Wilson might be getting sick finally of running for his life every goddamn play.
He has no offensive line in front of him.
It's horrible.
Nothing.
I have seen guys tweet video where the entirety, literally all 5 members of the offensive line within 1.5 seconds of a play are on the ground. Like you or I would be just thrown sumo style to the ground.
Dude, the Cardinals were like that against the Cowboys. The Cowboys were putting up a 3-man rush and still getting to the quarterback.
That is fucked up.
That's crazy.
That is, man. When your O-line is garbage, and that's the thing. The Redskins, with Jonathan Allen up front, they've got a great defensive line, and the offensive line is just I don't want to say out of nowhere because Trent Williams has been great, and they put that first rounder into Brandon Sheriff, but they've quietly put together a very good offensive line. It's really weird how that works, right?
The first 2 games they didn't look that great, but this past week they looked like what they were supposed to look like.
I just wish someone had advanced that theory before. If you make for a good offensive and defensive line, things happen for your team. But I've never heard that theory before. I like putting a lot of first rounders into a mobile quarterback and letting shit happen that way.
We're revolutionaries on this podcast.
It's you know what? It's a little sabermetrics, whatever the fuck. We're preaching the truth. We're ahead of our times. Let's call it a show. So we're going, by the way, with the Colts in that scenario, right? As the safer pick than the rest.
I'll tell you what, guys. I'm going to bother you later in the week. See if the anything happens, injuries, etc. See if any lines move, and we'll tweet it out. Picks, my locks, and my picks of the week. I went 2-2 last week. I was horrible. I apologize for losing people money.
You're dead to me.
2-2.
Yeah. So even if you didn't bet different amounts, you lost on the VIG last week.
How am I supposed to make enough money to pay to make love to your mom going 2-2?
If you go to mybookie.ag and use code PAPA10, you get free money to bet on. So even if you go 2-2, you still win.
That is true. If you put in enough money in the system to make love to Brian's mom, they will give you the money to make love to Travis's mom for free. They will match you.
Yep. That's how it works.
Mom making love, money matched. Guys, this was fun. Who we got? Travis, say something. Brian, say something.
Yeah, I had so much fun. You guys attacking my fuck you guys.
Sorry, Travis.
Mom, my friends are being mean to me.
Mom, I need more coffee. Mom, put some Kahlua in my coffee. The old guys are mean to me.
Guys, give out your Twitter, your social media stuff. I'll do mine. I'll give out the website, and then we'll call it a day.
I'm going to go first. I'm Brian Bolte. Follow me at Choke on Ritalin on Twitter and on Instagram. Do it.
No, I'm Travis Dorward. Follow me on Twitter at Travis Dorward. I'll never be on the show again. Fuck you. Fuck the show.
How dare you, sir? Bad language. That's offensive. Forget the knee stuff. Forget the mom banging. That salty tongue of yours. That's where I draw the line. And I am John Papa Giorgio. It's at Papa's Basement on Twitter and Instagram. Show's website for this guy, pfpod.com. The videos are hosted at youtube.com/Papa's Basement, which is conveniently where we also have videos for the main show that we do, Papa's Basement, which is hosted at inpapasbasement.com. But again, go to that YouTube. You can find it all there. There's also facebook.com/Papa's Basement. That's where we post videos and audio for both this football show and the regular Papa's Basement show. Till the next week, I think we are done. Thank you, gentlemen, and good day.
Love you.
You used to.
Better boys.